Let's talk about these for a minute, shall we? So your flat washer, and washers in general, are used to increase the surface area to more evenly distribute pressure or force that's applied when you're tightening screws or bolts. They help distribute the pressure and the load more evenly, so they protect the joined pieces from being damaged. They also help get a nice, clean, flush attachment. This one is what's customary. When I first saw the split lock washer, I was amazed. I was like, whoa, is this washer broken? What's going on here? Do I need to get some pliers and push it back together? Well, actually, no. This split washer, also called a lock washer, also called a spring lock washer, and also called a split lock washer, was made this way intentionally. It was made to create tension when tightening the bolt to prevent it from loosening later. The semi-coil design, where it actually starts lower and then goes up, and you can imagine if this was a coil, it would just continue to go up and up and up and around, was created to give the washer axial flexibility. And it's supposed to work by preventing rotational movement of the bolt due to its design where it gradually rises. See that? Just like the spring would. It gradually goes up. The nut is susceptible to vibrations, so to keep it in place, the split lock washer is crucial. Or at least that's what they thought. The automotive racing products, the ARP, doesn't manufacture these anymore because most fasteners that are used for the engine, such as on an ignition coil, or the chassis, or the suspension, or the drivetrain, are tightened to a specific torque, applying proper clamping force. So there's almost no chance for the nut or the fastener to come loose without a specific tool. But these are different. These are interesting. So the concept behind these was they act like a spring to put pressure on the object to keep it in place. Put pressure on the head of the nut to keep it from moving. But most engineers agree that when torqued to a higher specification than it's required, it'll actually stretch, and then it loosens to some degree, which allows the nut to actually loosen along with it. As it loses its tension, it disrupts the accurate preloading fastening of the joint. So there's some thoughts in the engineering community that these might not be so great. They're supported from lab experiments that were published in the 1960s by a man named Gerhard Juncker, which discounted these split lock washers' efficacy. In Gerhard's lab, he actually showed that these washers don't work any better and can be worse than a flat washer, for example, or a different type of washer, because they can actually aid in their own loosening. They can help themselves loosen over time, and since then, other washers have been developed. So there you go. There's our washer talk. I hope you feel a little bit smarter and a little bit cleaner.